Hi everyone, hope you are doing great. In this video, I am going to show you how I created this bedroom with the sit-out scene using the SketchUp and Enscape. For this bedroom scene, I have used a Scandinavian theme with a modern touch. Hope you like it. So, let's start. In the last video, we have completed up to this master bedroom. Like we have stopped at this TV unit. Now we are going to do it at the first floor, child bedroom, or we can use it as a guest bedroom also in this modern villa series. If you are not following along, I will drop that series in this description and in the cards as well. Please try to watch entire series, and if you want, I will drop this SketchUp model as well so that you can follow this tutorial along. And when you go to modeling, like if I am watching at this window session, I am thinking like a sit out because it is at the first floor. So to enjoy the view on the first floor, window sitting would be the good choice. So first of all, let's plan. I am going to leave 2 feet for the wardrobe. In this direction, we need 2.5 feet for the workspace and 6 feet for the bed. So we left with the 2 feet. 2.5 feet workspace in this direction and 2 feet workspace in this direction at the wardrobe. So either you can use like here you can use the 2.5 feet or 2 feet. That's up to you. Depends on your requirement. You can specify. And here on the this one wall panel, as I told you, I'm going to use kind of a Scandinavian theme with a modern touch. So I'm going to use the back wall panel with the wood and concrete combination. First of all, I will start with the sit out. I will delete this window. We will make that a separate one. I want a bigger sit out. If you check the dimension here to here, it's a 6 feet by 5 feet, but I want further more bigger one. So I'm going to do 3 feet in this direction, 3 feet in this direction, and from the bottom 1.5 feet. So sit out height would be around 1.5 feet. And from the ground, usual height will be the 7 feet for the lintel, but I am leaving 8.5 feet so that I can get the big view of this window. So simply I can push pull these up to these edges. That's it. On the outside, I will take these 4 edges, offset 6 inches and push pull it to 2 feet. So 2 feet for the sit out. It's only 2 feet depth. So from here to here, it's only 2 feet. So there is no need to be extra support over here. 6-inch ledge is more than enough support for this. So I'm leaving as it is. And to remove all these edges, simply you can use edit, delete guides. For the time being, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the same models whichever I use over in this previous video, and I will try to modify the materials. So simply I need this wardrobe and the side tables and this bed. Decorative items are not needed. So and these curtains as well. M control in the Z direction. I have copied up to here. So simply I have done like this. And the thing is, I am going to move this further in this direction a little bit, and I don't want it to be covered, so I'm delete one portion. I'm going to move it to one end, green axis. Yes, for the scale in this direction and scale in this direction. And if you consider the total floor height, I have specified 11 feet. For this room, I don't think that is not needed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a rectangle up to here. I'm going to make the ceiling. Push pull 1 feet. Make it a group. So I'm going to readjust this wardrobe. Scale up to here. And this one to scale up to here. So okay, for watching this one, this wall is obstructing my view. So what I'm going to do, double click I will hide this one, I will hide this one, and to stop the sunlight I'm going to create a rectangle like this. The green axis, push pull some length, make it a group and delete this face. So inside you can view like this in this direction. So what I'm going to do, I will place a camera like this and make it a scene, add. So one by one we need to model right now. We will start with the back wall panel. Okay, these are wall hanging side bedside tables, right? But I want to change these as well. So I will select these three, move 1.5 feet, sorry, 1.5 inches only, and need to make a rectangle. I will hide this first. On an average I'm going to make it 1.5, and this is up to here. Why I am giving 1.5, I want to make a rafter cross section also at some point. That's why for the reference on, okay, that's for that I am giving 1.5 inches thick back wall panel. By the way, this wardrobe is not going to open, so move it in this direction 1.5. That's it. Now it's good. Okay, and for the top also, up to the ceiling, up to this height, Alt H. All these shortcuts I have created my own. I already explained this in some videos. Please follow my videos, how I created shortcuts, everything and all. Making a group, and what I'm going to do, up to 2 feet I want a plain wood clad. Control again 1 feet I want a rafter. By 12 means each one is 1 inch. Check this area, 1 inch. So simply you can use the push pull, 1 inch, double click, double click, double click. The thing I left with 1, so actually odd number would be good. So again, so for this wood, and this is for the also wooden rafters, I want to separate these just to for highlighting. I will sample this wood material and apply here. These grains are not visible some, so I will decrease the scale 5. Okay, that's good. And I will create new material with some contrast in it, darker than this one. Click OK and apply here. This is kind of a dark compared to this. If you want, you can increase furthermore also. Okay, this is okay. While rendering we can adjust that. And here I want to apply a concrete material, so I will create a new material. I am going to open this one. By the way, you will get these textures when you are downloading this model. Obviously you will get this texture, so you can use it. Okay, first of all apply. Scale is not good. Usually I will give 6 feet. Okay, at the 6 feet this is kind of looking good, but this is kind of dark, so I will lighten this up. Furthermore, yes, kind of. Usually Scandinavian theme mix up with the natural colors, kind of a wood gray. All earthly colors we'll use in the Scandinavian theme. So I just used a concrete texture here and a wood texture over here. And one more thing I need to do, I need to modify this one. Okay, I will push pull this here. I want a white color. Where can I get this white color? Yeah, I'm going to use this same white. B, apply here and push pull up to here. Double click. This is not a wall hanging one, this is from the ground, so I will offset it to 1 inch, and B, apply over here, and I'm going to push pull it, see, up to this ground. So these are the side tables, and And for the wardrobe, I just want to create a single doors, not with the loft. Actually, I want the loft behind this sliding doors. So with a single piece doors, I want to make this wardrobe. So I will double click, push it up to here, double click, double click, double click, and erase everything. Okay, I'm not needed this, just left with one line. I'm going to push it up to that. So this is going to be my frame, and simply I can scale it up to here. So not with the DigiPrint. Actually, for the Scandinavian, most the color pattern should be white and wood. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to so make this a simple white one, RGB and white. Okay, and from the bottom, double click, from the bottom make 2.5 feet. Okay, I will move this line to 2.5 feet, and from the top also 2.5 feet. Select these lines, M 2.5 feet. So on both sides I want a wood texture. So I can simply select this one and I can apply here and here, B. Okay, and about like outer carcass should be white. This is how I want. Erase these two. Okay, so as you can see, like here it is a sit out, and the center I want a white one, and both sides want a wood texture. So here over here I want to make a decorative photos. So for that, like I will create 2 feet, 2.5 feet, and an average I'm making just a photo. Push pull it to 0.5 inch, make it a group, and I'm going to apply the same wood on it. Double click, 0.25 frame, push pull it 0.1. That's it. And I'm going to create new material. This one I'm going to create open. Okay, edit and see. This is the image I have downloaded from Google itself. These images will suit the Scandinavian theme. That's why I chose these images. Simply I'm going to make 3 photos with it. So simply I'm going to apply it on this face. Right click, texture, position. Give it size increase. I will place it over here and match these. See, you can see this blue color trace line. You need to turn on your video quality a little bit higher to see this blue color indication lines. And here up to this one. Okay, by tracing, then click it, and next this one to here, trace these both blue lines. Yes, somewhere over here like this. Simply now you can click and drag up to this end here, and you can stretch it to this end. That's it. Click on enter. Actually this image is a little bit more height, so I'm going to move these faces around like this. Okay, now simply I can copy M control, double click, texture, position, simply pan it, click and drag and click on enter. Now M control over here, and this and an average I'm making this, that cap, texture, position. That's it. Click on enter. That's it. Simply I have made these 3. You can simply make it a group and adjust the scale. You don't need this much big image, right? I'm going to move it a little bit further low, somewhere like this. And I want to place a decoration over here and a light over here. That's it. And about this bed textures, I'm going to select this material. I'm going to apply it over here on this one. Simply double click, go to this group and be apply. Next one is the thing, and this one should be white, so I'm going to apply on this one. Yes, B. I have applied the dark material over here, and this one should be white. I want this to be white color, so simply 209. I'm going to copy RGB and I will decrease furthermore this one, and the same thing on this one too, or you can keep it a little bit dark grayish also. Be okay, kind of a dark one, or we will adjust while rendering. And I don't want it here. This pillow should be on I want this pillow on this sit out area. So first of all we need to make a window. Okay, I can simply use this glass on this one, and I can simply use this white on this window. Why? Because in the Scandinavian, wood and white, so probably white would be suit here. And I don't want it to cover with the curtain also, so I'm going to do one more thing. Like, I'm going to double click, select these 4 edges, shift, okay, offset just okay, outside 1 inch, and push pull it 1 inch. Just it will give some lines to this scene, and we need a sit out cushion. Simply make a rectangle like this. I'm going to push pull it to 3 inches, make it a group, push pull 1 inch in this direction, 1 inch, okay, and probably up to this little bit 0.5, okay, and an average I'm making it 3 inches cushion, or you can increase for 1 more inch. Triple click, use this corner tool, round corner, 1 inch is enough. I'm going to click enter. This is like a cushion, and again I'll see, like I want to cut it half, so simply you can cut this half using this Zorro tool. Before that we need to make it parallel view, so camera stand parallel projection, just adjust it, and here you will get this notification. Now we are looking at right, so to make it perfect, click on standard views, right click, so right view. On this one I'm going to use the Zorro tool, and an average I'm going to slice it, first click, second click, okay, and perspective. Now simply this top one over here, and this bottom, okay, and this bottom one over here. This is how I want, and simply I can select this one, and I can use this joint push pull. I'm going to push pull further little bit, just a bump. It will give you some dual cushion type of effect. That's it. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to use the smoother, AMS smoother. That's it. And this is our cushion, and on top I want this pillow. Select this, move it, okay, just up and like this, move here, this wall, okay. From this direction it's going to be good looking. If you want, you can increase the size a little bit, and Okay, I'm going to copy M control this fellow over here. Oh, Control Z, M control. Okay, make sure you are on perfect X. Already this one is selected. On this grooves, double click here, B, and here and here. I want to, okay, this one, okay, not cut properly. Okay, leave that part. I mean, just for the details and that's I just added that material over there, and I want to make the ceiling as well. So double click. I'm going to M control. I'm going to copy this line to 2 feet to here, and that select this line and this line, offset up to 2 feet. Okay, and push pull this is to 4 inches. Okay, and now I'm going to apply the wood material, this one, the same wood on this one. Okay, and up to M control 2 inches, right? B here, and push pull inside 2 inches and 2 inches. Control X. In X-ray view, I'm erasing this edge, and we need a MCU material over here. So okay, so for the lights you can create, or simply I can copy these lights. Control C over here. Control V. Paste it. It is inside this face, so move it down. Take this point in Z direction up to here. So I want to light at this corner. Okay. M control at the end divided by symbol and 2. So 3 lights in this direction. M control up to end by 2. So just 5 lights I have created. Here also you can place some lights, but when you're looking at it in this direction, we can see up to here only, right? So I'm not going furthermore. Simply I can create like this, and I'm going to sample this one. I'm going to apply at this one, and this is the MSU material, right? Tagline is there, MSU, and simply I can apply on this face. Before applying, just for the reference, B. Okay, now back. It is also white, so we don't know whether it is applied or not. That's why small confusion is there. Just for that I just added that. And so if you want, here also you can apply the same. I will do this one. I will apply the same wood metal over here. Why? Here it is visible, right? That's what. So from this scene, probably it is going to visible. That's why I just applied the same material over there. And so over here again, double click, shift, deselect center face, this line, and F to 4 feet. I'm going to do it and push pull. Sorry, before push pulling, apply the material. Now push pull it. Now you can select these, and you can add a co-light over there at the midpoint. Push pull inside 2 inches. Double click. Control X. Erase this one, and you need this one MSO material on this face and that face. Okay, and so M control, I am going to make one light over the center. Put to scene. So this is a scene, or if it is not visible furthermore, you can add over here. Like you can place 2 lights over here. That's it. Okay. This is also making the scene. Okay, so we left with the decorative pieces. Simply I am going to copy all the decorative pieces. Okay, these are the decorative models I have chosen. like while working on it, like I got a new idea. I am going to apply this wood material on these edges. See why I did that? Like in this direction we have a combination of wood and white. Only plain white is visible over here. That is why I just added a wood material over here. And I am going to apply the same wood texture over here. See? So and the similar way I am going to add the same. I'll see one light on here. In the mornings, like we can use this sit out. If you want to use at the nights, you need a light source over here. So on the center approximately I have copied this light, and I want to make this flooring, a wood flooring and a carpet over here. So simply I can create a rectangle for the carpet and push pull it just 0.5 inches, make it a group and double click, select this top face and make it a smooth corner 0.25. That's it, enter, and that's going to be a single piece. And I'm going to create a new material. I'm going to use this rug, click open, okay, double click, or simply you can apply on it and use it V-Ray tools triplanar projection to fit. You can fit it. Actually the material is stretched because it is in a vertical position. I want it to rotate to horizontal, so simply edit, go to edit texture and rotate it and save it. That's it. It's going to automatically update. If not, you can see again, you can simply triplanar projection to fit, but usually I have applied outside the group, so automatically it is going to update. So this is going to be carpet, and for the wood material I am going to select this wood material, open, and adjust the scale 6 feet. That's it. This is going to good. So I think everything is done. Like we are not going to use any artificial lights in this light. Simply I just added MC metal. This is not act like a light. I am going to use the entire outside light only. So I can simply use the skybox and the sunlight as well. So I think everything is done. Now we need to start this landscape render. Before starting this, I am going to adjust my windows accordingly. So I will adjust my windows over here. So I am going to use the screen resolution for the render. That's why I just adjusted my window like this, and now we'll click on start landscape. Okay, from the loading itself I got this view. Okay, thing is the outside HDRI has this kind of a town. So, and for this previous video, like in this previous video section, for this TV unit we have adjusted this skybox. So if you want, you can keep it, or so with that, like if you can see from this direction I can see this town. Just it's not the scene, but just to create a natural view, like I can keep this same, but what I want is I want sunlight to be coming inside. So further what I can do, like I can adjust this sun settings. Before going to lighting settings, everything under, first of all we need to adjust this material. I don't need to adjust this material because it is already adjusted in previous sessions only. So again, not needed. I'll just decrease further smoothness, because in Scandinavian not a glazy one. See, for the Scandinavian, so all the light and sober colors only. Okay, next on this one I can add the glossiness, and it is not visible that. And on these, the color I can change. Little bit smoothness, the color, okay, metallic, okay, that's okay, it's good. If you want, you can keep this lighting, or you can keep it off. Okay, I will keep that. And here it is black and Q. Yep, it is looking good. Right, move it to center. Yes. Okay, move it for the back. I want the white color to be projected, not the black, and in this direction this is actually transparent glass, but white is looking like this. So go to materials, and oh, transparency is there, opacity, okay, a little bit dull, and if you want you can add any transparent color, but I don't want. Very dull. That's it. Light colors only. Rest of everything is good. I'm going to keep it as it is. I didn't need to add this curtains as well, because we already adjusted in the previous video. And for this bed material also nothing to do. This carpet also nothing to do. But for this one, it is not like a marble. It should be look like a wood. Okay, we need to add the bump. Sample this one and add little bit roughness and use albedo. Okay. Oh, it's okay. Can leave that part. Okay. Little bit further roughness. Okay. From looking at this angle, just check which one is good. Okay, just check. Do you need that roughness kind of thing or not? But roughness is good. You want little bit shiny, not much more, just to reflect the lighting under, not polished wood. And here on this wood, how much roughness? Okay, you can add little bit more. And this white is completely rough. Add little bit more, because little bit lighting should be shine on this one. If it is full, it should be act like a reflective, not the full. So I'm adding somewhere around here, and everything is good. Adjust this camera like this. I think everything is done except the lighting, so it is okay. Everything is done. For the visual settings, like it is okay for now. You can add the auto exposure, or you can decrease. Furthermore, what I want to try, I want to get the light in this direction. Some sunlight should be popped into the scene. Here we have used this skybox, and we have selected this brightest point as the sun direction. If you deselect it, you can adjust the sun settings. So atmosphere, you can adjust the sun brightness. See, if you increase further brightness, like see, full washed out, like full dark sun. I don't want this. I don't want this either. Little bit. Okay, we will adjust this. Before that, we need to adjust this shadows. We can't adjust that sun lighting here. We can adjust that in the SketchUp itself. So to create that, what I'm going to do, I will create a box like this. I'm going to pull it. Now I need to switch on the shadows. In this default tray itself, we have the shadows option. So okay, I will place it here. Switch on the shadows. Here you can see the sunlight is coming in this direction, and you can see the shadow. Adjusting these, like time and date, and time and date, you can adjust this sunlight. So I will adjust it with this. See, it is going to come, but not here. So I will adjust this one. See, it is coming here. Now move it. Not kind of this kind of light. Something should be pop at the sit out and the bed as well. Just adjust this light. Okay, even this lightning darkening, this one won't act in this Enscape. That you can add the visual settings, but just check this shadow. Where should it pop on? Yeah, it is looking kind of realistic, right? So a little bit. No, not here. And here it is. Yep. Yes, finally I got this one. This is how I want. Like some light should pop on this sit out and the water on this my bed, everything there. One light should be pop in this direction. This is the look. Here it is creating kind of a realistic effect, right? So if you want, you can decrease furthermore the height. According to your taste, you can adjust this. This is okay. I am good with it. So switch off these shadows because SketchUp is going to slow down. Actually, the problem here happened here. When you use the shadows, it has to calculate everything in the SketchUp and this Enscape as well. That's why it's taking too much long to load. Now everything's done, and you can adjust this background image using this rotation. And now go to the atmosphere and you can adjust this sun brightness over here. It is more or less, right? At this 54%, I am thinking it is good. And go to image. If you click on auto contrast, just rotate a bit, automatically the contrast will be adjusted. If you switch it off, see, you need to adjust these highlights and shadows. So I am switching on this auto contrast. Enscape auto contrast, and here at the auto exposure works fine. Even if I switch on the auto exposure, it will create kind of a night effect. For that, I need to adjust this exposure over here. At this 58% with this auto exposure on and an image auto contrast on, I got this kind of image. Here, if you are not satisfied with this one, you can adjust the saturation and this color temperature. You can work it on here. If you decrease it, you will give the warm effect. If you increase it, you will get the cool effect. Simply at this 6600, that color temperature is okay, and there you can adjust this contrast according to your taste. You can adjust it. So default values are okay, but at the saturation default value, it's not creating that really good effect. That's why I'm just adding a little bit contrast saturation to the scene. And you don't need a bloom effect here. If you switch on bloom, that blurry effect will create. So switch off the bloom, because at this light and here it will create the bloom effect. So I'm just I'm going to switch off this bloom and unity both. So according to your taste, you can adjust that exposure. 58 is okay. Simply use this to save frame where the from where to where it is going to get, and at the output you can use this custom. Actually, I am using the viewport aspect ratio. According to this aspect ratio, SketchUp aspect ratio, I will get the image, or you can customize your image. But this is the in daily usage I am using this one, and if I don't want this image, I can simply crop using this image editor. That's it, and everything is done. You already know how to render. And that's all for this video, guys. Thank you for your patience. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any further doubts, please comment below, or you can message at my Facebook page. So thank you for watching. Take care.